she's on holiday.
Oh well, it's the volunteer stuff that's
Better than
important.
nothing.
Yeah. So anyway, so Yeshua did that training. So going into the sarcophagus, right? That, I mean, it sounds brutal. I get claustrophobic. So, but you have to like bring your heartbeat down to nothing. You're not even barely breathing. You're really, you know what I mean? So it's a really, it's a deep esoteric, and it takes forever to learn that, right? But he was of the Christ light, right? So that was one of his final trainings before he became public again and went to the people. So it's very much on the field. The dragons are really digging this energy because they were there with Yeshua, protecting him too. So and remember, it was not just Yeshua; it was Mary. They were together, right? You know, it's in all, she was not the 13th apostle, she was the first apostle. Well, the 13th. So, if you know me, and you guys know me, but if you know my chart, I can't stand when I don't hear the truths and the real truths, esoteric truths. So, that's what we're doing. Everything we do here is going to be absolute truth. So, on that note, now you have your book. If you can get it, I think it was really cheap. It was not, I didn't, I'm not trying to, break the bank with anyone. But it's an important read for all of us. Okay, who's volunteering just to do the breath work for us? All right, Mary Lane, she beat you to it.
She did.
Oh, this was it. Oh no, you
No, it's
go.
fine.
No,
I'm cool with
you're it.
whatever.
You're it.
It's
I already
better.
called it. And then who's going to do the grounding? Because you're going to go right from the breath work into the grounding. Who's going to do the grounding? All
I
right.
guess I will.
Haley's doing the grounding, and then Tasmia,
I'll do it.
the
Yeah,
grid.
I'll do the grid.
Okay, let's do it. And Leo and I are going to be participants. We're going to sit back and be participants. All right. Mary
Okay.
Lane, when you're ready.
Yep. So when you close your eyes, you take a really deep breath and you hold at the top. And you exhale.
Are we inhaling any prana?
Yeah, in a minute.
Oh, okay.
So we do it again, just to sink in the body. To lower our energies. So our bodies get heavy. We can feel we're sitting on a chair and our feet firmly on the ground. Then with the next inhale, you're breathing in the source light. And you hold at the top. And you let the source light spread throughout your body. And fill it up. And then you exhale. And we do it again. We inhale the source light. Hold at the top. And let the energy flow inside your body. And when your body is full, it spreads outside in all your energy systems. And again. And just feel how the source light has filled your body and all your energy bodies, and it radiates outside of you. Haley?
You feel your feet heavy on the ground. You feel your Earth Star chakra rooting you deep down to the earth. Start at the very top of your head, your top chakra, and you feel light but grounded. And you feel your golden thread spiraling downward all the way down through your body, through your legs, down to your feet, and into the Mother Earth. And you go down and down through the ley lines, all the way down to the center, where you see the large, light, beautiful crystal. And when you're ready, plug that cord in. Release anything that you feel should not be with you or in your field. Breathe steady breaths as you are releasing. You're feeling more and more centered and more grounded with each breath you take. Esmian,
We open the circle and now allow whoever wishes to join us to come. Dragons are here to protect us. Change your name. Wants us. Be strongly in our field and in our presence. He wants you to ignite the violet flame within you, around you. And as I repeat, can repeat out loud or repeat it in your mind. I am presence. I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. Transmute through the violet flame all causes and cards that are not of God, Goddess desire. I'm the being of cause alone. The cause is love, the sacred tone. Now imagine yourself playing with the violet flame. See the violet flame all around you. This is where it starts. We use this flame to burn down all distortion, to show the light, to show the truth. The distortions need to fade for the true rise of the divine feminine. So many are rising. Masculine will follow. You can choose to go where you feel you're needed to. It may be a quiet place, a grounded place, by a lake, or you may choose to go on your dragon for the flame, the violet flame, and all the great ley lines. We are going to go where we're meant to be taken, by who we're meant to be taken by. Just imagine the flame and repeat these words again while you play with the flame, while you use the flame to clear the distortions. I am mine. I am presence. I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. Transmute through the violet flame all causes and gods that are not of God, Goddess desire. I am a being of cause alone. The cause is love, sacred tone. I am the violet flame. I am presence. I am the violet flame. I am presence. I am the violet flame. I am presence. See the flame. See it burn down the distortions. See it clear the path. I am my. I am presence. I am my. I am presence. I am one with the I am presence of all humanity, of all humanity, of all humanity, of all humanity. Transmute, transmute, transmute through the violet flame all causes and colors that are not of God, Goddess desire, that are not of God, Goddess desire. I am a being of love alone. I am a being of cause alone, and the cause is love. It is all love. It is all love. It is all love. It's done. It is done. It is already done. We clear the distortion. We clear the pain. We clear the suffering. As these fade, our true essence rise. Humanity must remember who we truly are. I am I am presence. I am the violet flame. It is done. It is done. It is already done. Now take the violet flame, put it all around you, sway it, sway it, sway it, feel it go all around your room, all around the walls of your home, all around your city, all around your continent, all around this earth.
Come back slowly. That was rocking. I got really hot, so the energy was really strong. That was beautiful. Thank you, ladies. Woo! I really like the rhythm, passing. It's like passing the torch, This is fun. That was very great. Yeah, see, we have some real wisdom keepers with us, don't we?
I'm not gonna lie, I was so nervous.
You did fine. Yeah, and this is just the
We're
beginning.
all
You know what I
so
mean?
wonderful. I'm
It
so
was so.
proud.
Yeah,
And
this
the
was.
funny thing is, during the first part of our call, when we were just chatting, I finally finished the carousel post about the subscriptions for the group.
Oh.
And now, hearing all of you, I'm like, yes, it's time.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I have been feeling like the breaching of the next step, in all of and our singular
Mm-hmm.
journeys and our journeys together.
Mm.
Yep.
I think that we established like there's been a reason why it was only us for so long. Because you've all grown, like we've all grown so much. And now it's time to like welcome more people in. We've got such a solid, safe, sacred
Yeah.
base foundation now.
And that's why this is the foundations of magic, right? You gotta. This is why do we keep doing it? Because we
Mm-hmm.
want to be really clear. We want to be able to ground. We need those grounding cords. We need the electric cord. We need the serpent. We need, these are the breath work. What does the breath work do?
Mm-hmm.
It allows all of us to resonate together. That's
Yeah.
why we do the breath work always in the beginning, right? And so these are steps you really can't skip in the work.
Mm-hmm. And that we're going to share them with more
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Now that was beautiful. I feel
Mm-hmm.
really relaxed. I grounded. It was a little hard for me to breathe. Kept coughing. But yeah, and thank you, Tasmia. Everything that was like fabulous. And bringing in Saint Germain's, that was really, really powerful. I can't stress that enough. That's just that mantra is it's ancient. Now, I'm going to say one thing about Saint Germain because why I said God. He was living when a lot of his work, right? He was living, well, Merlin is an aspect of Saint Germain, right? But when a lot of his mastery came through from people in Europe was in the 1700s. So they weren't going to accept a goddess in a sense, right? So he uses God a lot, right? And that's because of what the age he was living in. And it was right before the revolution in France. He tried to convince the king that it was coming, but the king ignored him. Off with your head. So, yeah, just that's just a little piece of history, right? I when I lived in Paris, I I lived right next to there was an alley there, and it was an old guillotine back in the 1700s, and the stones are deeply stained. The guillotine's not
Wow.
there, but the stones are. And I'm like, whoa. So I remember way back in the day, back in the 1990, I was just like, like I was, every time I walked past it, I was doing some work, because it was intense. So,
I gotta go to a place like that.
right? We will. We will. How'd everyone feel? I hope you all felt really good and
Yeah.
because it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And in the being nervous is simply okay. It's
Well, yeah,
fine.
but when I get nervous, like anytime I've ever been put on the spot, all of a sudden my brain will go empty, and it's like
It's
wait.
okay. But you know what I'll give you a piece that was beautiful is you dropped your tone. You've learned that dropping your voice helps people. You notice when I still project, but I drop my voice
Hmm.
because it helps
Mhm.
people ground.
Yeah.
That's really key. And no, you did a great job. I grounded. I was like boop 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 boop. Yeah, no, it was beautiful. It was awesome. I loved it. I did. I got really hot, and that's when I know spirit's working through us. That's one of my ways. And it's not fever. That was Saturday. Anyone else? Anything? Any last this is good. We're just gonna keep, really work on those grounding practices. We're gonna go deeper with them. We're gonna move into some other practices too. I'm working on all of that right now. Um, I had to take a little time off this weekend. And then we're gonna go really into the essence, and we're gonna I want to play with some of these meditations they have in the book, because this is what Yeshua was doing. So they found these teachings, 1945, in the desert in Egypt, right? Some farmer was hoeing his land and hit a pot that was sealed. And a lot of these teachings, it had Mary's teachings, it had others' teachings, right? So these teachings were found. Do you think that was by accident?
Sorry, they were
No.
found in Egypt?
Yeah, they were found in Egypt. And then no, that got buried purposely, waiting, because Yeshua, Mary, the essence, they all knew what was going to happen. Um, they all knew what was coming with the Christian church, right? The popes and all that. They knew what was coming. These teachings got buried because Yeshua knew, Mary knew, that the time we're living in now was when those teachings were going to be the most valuable for the golden age of enlightenment. And that's where we're at. And that's why it is important.
So I just wanted to, I think Saint Germain, one of the things he's really trying to communicate is that the violet flame, using it right now, will really help get the world ready for these teachings
Yes.
to
Yeah, you're
allow
no.
it to get to the frequency
Yeah,
where
yeah, and that's why I can't stress enough about using the violet flame right now. It's powerful, and I've been using the violet flame since I was young. And right now, Saint Germain is really focusing his energies and needing us. He needs us to be doing this grid work. He needs us to do that. And however that grid work looks to you is fine. There is no right or wrong with that work, right? Today was totally different. Today, the dragons, we were like, the violet flame went through the oceans first, and the dragons just took it up and brought it up to the Christ grid, right? And purified. And then the same with the continents, the dragons just pulled the energy right up into the Christ grid. And then it came back to earth in pure white diamonds. And the torus of the earth was pure white today. So like the transmutation of the violet flame, that was me. That's what I saw today. And it's really beautiful. And he's really focused right now on the Americas. He's very focused because a lot of the shit is playing out here, isn't it? I mean, you know, I mean, we don't, you guys don't hear, I mean, you know Trump, you keep hearing Trump, 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 but there's a lot of shit happening in Canada, right? There's just so much corruption, and so Saint Germain's putting a lot, like asking a lot of the light workers to focus that energy to clear the massive Atlantean energies. This is what's playing out is the end days of Atlantis right now. Here.
And I think it's also important that you do this in your own community too. I have been noticing this
Yeah.
within just like circles that the distortions are clearing and people who are capable of are really starting to see the truth. And it's like, I mean, it's mirrored, it's happened in my life, yet I'm really starting to see like I've had people fall out of my life, but they're coming back and they're like, oh my God, like it's really happening that the distortions are
Mm.
and they're speaking the truth and they're really starting to see it. And it's yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of wild.
It is. Haley, did you see
Yeah,
that in your life?
yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about it because 3 years ago, I'm pretty sure my partner had a Kundalini awakening, like his second one that he's had, and everybody's thought he's bipolar, but really what it was is it was very ungrounded, and that can turn into mania. And so we were going through this 3 years ago, and for a long time, a lot of like people that are in similar circles like all of us and that can talk very openly about the truth and stuff when we tried to share it with people back then, lost a lot of people, a lot of backlash, a lot of judgment, just meanness. And now all of those people, like you said, are coming back or just like coming in and out of our lives again, and they're finally seeing it, and that's the biggest proof of divine timing, I would say, that I've seen in my life of like it really is just right now is the time, you know?
It is. It is. And
It's been a huge shift this past like literally this past year, 2026 has been
yeah.
completely different from every other year before.
Oh, absolutely. And with all the energy coming in, with all the light waves coming in from source, and it's not stopping.
Yeah.
Um oh, today, wow, it was such a weird morning. Like it was like clear, and I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be clear. And then this cold wind came through, and it got cloudy. It was so weird. So today is June 9th. Today, Jupiter and Venus meet in Cancer. It is a really lucky day. It's a good energy day. So I would put some affirmations out big time today. And if you're tonight, I think I'm not going to be able to see it. I'm so bummed. Tonight will be the closest that Jupiter and Venus are. It'll be in the western sky. It'll be in western sky. And they're really bright. I mean, really, really bright. I saw them the other night. I was like, oh, they're getting closer. So they conjunct today. So this is I mean, it's huge. I mean, Jupiter, the expanse of wisdom, Venus, just, lovey-dovey, let's love the world, energy together. Poof. This is a big
I just wanted
collective
to
move.
I wanted to share a quick story in terms
Yeah.
of like other people seeing things or whatever, and I'll just try to make it really brief. This friend of mine, I mean, she's been going through a similar stuff. She separated at the same time around me. Her situation is just her ex-husband is just next level. Anyways, I actually in the beginning of my separation, and she's from a Hindu background. I had asked her to take me to a Hindu temple because I was like, I've never been to a Hindu temple. I don't know what to do. I need to go give Kalima something. You need to take me there. So she was kind of aware and she was like, you're a Muslim background, but you're really connected of all people to Kalima. So she was navigating a lot of stuff this weekend. And it's like she had to put herself in a situation. It was her daughter's dance recital. His family was going to be there, whatever, whatever. And I know Asia said, like, use dragons. And while I was talking to her, so I've also kind of, she's the one I did a tarot card for, reading for. And then I mentioned to her that I work with Asia because I said, because she's like, I don't understand how you have gotten to the level that you are, the way you, and I don't say anything esoteric, I just kind of read between the lines, give her advice. So then I said, I've been working with this healer and she's an astrologer. My friend's into astrology too. So her daughter's dance recital, I literally told her, hey, and it was like wild how it came in. I'm like, I believe in dragons. I don't know if you do, but they help me out a lot. Imagine this. I said, go there. I go, my black dragon's going to be with you. If you feel really horrible, just say, I go, call him Michael, call him Mikali, call him whatever you remember. Just say, burn them. So she was in a really, and at the same time, because of her Hindu background, she understands, like she's aware of Kalima. Anyway, so I said, use her energy, use her energy. And so she said to me, and it's wild, Asia, when you sent me that message, not the first one, the second one on the weekend,
Yeah.
she was going through a lot at that moment. And I sent it to her and I saw it and I was like, this isn't for me, this is for her. And I like grounded my energy and I sent her,
The Kalima.
Kalima. And she's like, oh my God, I saw his family and I was getting frazzled. And she said, I was like, what's the dragon's name? She goes, I closed my eyes and all of a sudden, Miki came. I said, Miki, go burn them, Miki. And she goes, they wouldn't even come near me.
That's beautiful.
And then
That's
she
awesome.
had, yeah, and then I'm not going to get too much into detail, but essentially the same night, a whole bunch of stuff came out that is really going to help her with her custody. Because right now she has 50-50. It's horrible for her daughter. So like, it's wild. And she's like, whatever you did, I don't know. It was amazing. And I said, and usually the stuff that came out would cripple a person in her situation. She's already like seeing the light of things and so it's yeah, it's great to be able to help other people with our stuff too.
Yeah, it really
And
is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's darn beautiful. It is. It's great. Thank you for sharing that. That was a good
Yeah,
story.
that was a beautiful story.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Kalima, like I tried to stay off of social media because I was really, my energetics were low. But every time I popped on this weekend, there was a Kalima post. Every single time it was a different. I almost started sending you all of them, but I'm like, nah, the one's enough.
yeah, no, I mean the second one was super powerful.
Yeah, the second one, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I
But
sent it to her, and especially with what she's navigating right now, I said, this is more for you than this is for me. I need you to watch this several times a day and just keep using this energy. Just keep using this energy. Like
yeah,
it's really the power of Kalima to
yeah,
find your
she's
inner.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
the Hindu gods, they were real. They're real. They're here. All of them, and everything's connected.
Yeah.
Everything. Norse,
I
Ireland, Scotland, UK, all these tribes. Where? How do we find those? Right through the ley lines, touch the water in its memory. Do you know that people could talk thousands of miles because of the water?
I love you, my dear ones, but I have to get ready for them.
Okay.
yeah,
All
I
right.
gotta go
Safe,
too.
safe flight
However,
home.
Bye.
yeah.
Oh,
Bye.
and don't forget we have the book club next week because then I'm at the festival, so the fire circle is the week after.
Okay.
So
Is
Is it
everybody?
updated in the calendar?
yeah, it's all in the
Yeah,
calendar.
she
Okay, because I'm
put it.
Everything's
gonna
in the
add the
calendar. Yeah,
calendar. Yeah, I'm gonna add the
Yeah, check it
everything's
calendar
in
out.
the
to my
calendar.
calendar.
And I'm gonna put the next few months in like until September. I think we already figured it out, or August at least. So I'll put all of that in when I'm home.
Okay.
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 All right.
Bye.
Cha-cha.
Bye.
I'm gonna go too, but I was just gonna add one thing. So even when the Saint Germain thing, I just didn't go there. However, even after, it was like I could strongly feel, and it's Kalima's energy is very important, along with the violet flame, to clear the distortion. Like it's very in sync.
Oh.
Like
Well, so I mean, like, it
it's like similar. Like,
is. They're they're taking over. So Shiva, let's take Shiva, right, in Tibetan Buddhism, because I studied Tibetan Buddhism, practiced Tibetan Buddhism for a lot of years. Shiva is Mahakala in Tibetan. They just took the Shiva and transformed him into, the Mahakala, the black Mahakala. So powerful. I've had Mahakala like form in front of my face. Freaking crazy. So yeah, these are like they're all connected. All of these energies are connected, right? Totally. And they are. Kalima is clearing distortions. Yes, absolutely. Divine feminine. She's a divine feminine. The thing is, the Vedics, right? The Veda methods always, always have had the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Tibetan Buddhism, divine feminine, divine masculine. These are the teachings in the East. There's always the divine feminine and masculine. The West is still catching up. Still catching up, right? They separate them in the West. Or, call them Mary a whore.
I was about to say it's not even a separation. It's literally a non-acknowledgement of one side.
Yeah, totally. And, like Mother Mary. Oh, look at pretty Mother Mary. Put her over here.
but
Yeah.
they portray her as like so innocent and
Yeah, she was a
almost,
freaking warrior, like Isis priestess. That woman was powerful. To give birth to that Christ energy, she was already enlightened.
yeah, and like you took the words out of my mouth because I was gonna say, and like almost weak. And you're like, she's yeah, like she needs, oh, be soft, and she needs protection, and yeah, no.
The
Yeah.
that's something that I've had to deal with recently is the frustration of like I had literally had a conversation with my dad and I was trying to tell him about Mary's Gospel that came out in the second start of the Second World War, and that's why the war happened. And he's like, "No, honey, she was a whore, and Jesus saved her." Like he literally, that's literally what he said, and I was like, "You are misunderstanding the fact that there is more evidence against those claims than ever, and you're choosing to not look at them." And he's like, I left there and I cried a little bit. And I was just like, but I had to accept that like people are where they are, especially here in the
Mhm.
South where I am.
Yeah.
It's
And you
everywhere though,
can't,
Haley.
yeah, but like
But she's a light.
you,
I mean,
She's a
yeah,
light. Yeah,
sorry,
she's a light there.
yeah, you
sorry.
don't get
Yeah.
come down south sometime. It's really
So
a different world.
I didn't say this before last time, but when you were talking, yeah, I'm, being in the South, and all I could hear was a time. I don't remember if this is the right name for the movie, but A Time to Kill,
Yeah.
the one with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. But like, no, I can deal with that. I can deal with that.
I can't. I have really hard time with the Baptist.
No, you have
Oh, the Baptist. Oof.
the
Oh.
Baptists are bad, but my grandmother's Catholic, and there's a meanness to Catholics that is
Oh,
not.
my grandmother was Roman Catholic from Italy, right? That she was so mean. Do you know my mother? I don't know when she
Mm,
divorced my father. Like I was seventh or eighth grade.
yeah.
My grandmother disowned my mother. Okay, that was like 1980 81 or 82, modern day. She disowned my mother because it was against the Roman Catholic Church to divorce.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I believe that. My ex-mother-in-law, because her
Right,
side is all
Polish.
Roman Catholic, she was like, oh, it's okay. Because when we decided we were going to get married, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. She's Muslim. You can marry. That's allowed because that can happen because it's part of the same religion. And then I turned around and I don't believe in the Muslim religion. If I was to actually pick any religion, it would be Hinduism. She's like, right? And then she cried for weeks and weeks that I wouldn't baptize my child. Oh my God, you're bringing the devil into this world. Oh my God. And the other day, she
Welcome to the
actually,
South.
so my son had a little moment because it's really hard for my son when he's around their family and he picks up on their energies and whatever. So he had an outburst. And then I mean, she usually says everything in Polish, but for whatever reason, she said something. And she goes, maybe if he was baptized, he would have been different. And I said to her, I said to my son, maybe you should go tell him what Jesus Christ's real name is Joshua. And he was married to Mary Magdalene and see what she says.
And they had a daughter.
my
And
grandma,
one more thing, Mary was not a virgin.
Oh.
my grandma still signs every card that she gives me. I love you, but understand that heaven and hell is real and you can go there. And I'm like, yes, Graham, we're living in those current. It's
Oh
crazy.
my God, that is really funny.
I mean, like she'll send me home with stuff, and I find a little card in there about this big, and it's always heaven and hell is real. Remember that? And I'm just like,
Yes. Here is.
it's crazy. They know how I feel, but yeah,
And that's a good remembrance that we're not here to change the world, right?
mm-mm.
These people, we're help here to guide, and we're here to shine our light.
Yeah,
And if they don't want to hear it, it's okay.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
And
gonna
it's
I gotta
hard,
work on
Haley.
these. You know what I mean?
Do what?
I mean, it's hard, Haley. I hear you. I think it's when you're in that situation, you're just like, can't you just see a little bit? And it takes a long
No,
time. It
no,
takes a long time to
they're
be
not
able
going to.
to
They're these.
finally
They're never
own
dad
up.
and mom and grandma, not your mom. They're mm-mm.
No, they're not.
They're indoctrinated.
Mhm.
They're not meant to move into this, they're just that's where the splitting of the earth is, right?
Yeah,
As much
And
as
even with
and
people that might even have potential, you still
yeah,
have to just be
you
like,
just have to
it's
be
been really hard.
I do have a
yeah.
question about that though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, for example, with my dad, I've cut a lot of ties with him, and I don't mean like I just mean energetic ties that like I don't feel guilty or anything for not hanging out with him because it's really hard on me and I don't think that I should
Yeah.
have to go. I don't owe him anything, and I
Yeah.
understand that now. But those, you know, I am allowed to go as far with our relationship as I feel like is beneficial to me, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because like he sent me a text the other day being like, please spend some time with me, blah blah, blah, something like that. And I'm just like, it's those messages that make me want to go, like anytime they want to move forward and do something in the relationship, they're open to do it, but I'm always having to make that step. So it is okay to be like,
It's totally okay.
yeah,
I had to do that to my mammy, my mom's mom, right?
yeah.
I
Well, good, because
yeah.
that's what I've in like, I didn't even respond to it because I was just like, I didn't want a response to take it anywhere of like me having to explain myself, or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
You just
anything like that.
first and foremost, it's self-love, self-care. Okay? Absolutely. Just hands down. There is no excuses. There's nothing else. And you taking care of, that's you taking care of yourself and you loving yourself.
That's how I felt as well. Of like,
Yeah.
I don't have to go through these guilt trips yet again. You know, because
Yeah.
we talked the other day for the first time in a long time, and then he's like been texting me and stuff. So
Right. Yeah.
I still I deal with my mom, but it's very much, within boundaries because I'm not strong enough yet. Like I know she's going to be in my life, however,
same.
whatever. Um, but however, I am not ready to allow her to, like she'll message and it's always just checking on the kids and she'll be like, hey, are you able to? And I do, I make the effort because I do have children and they need to,
Absolutely, yeah.
I think it's important for them to, so we'll go. I ground myself, I protect my energy, I have the dragons with me, and I take it in little pieces. And it's hard every single time. However, I am getting stronger. It's a hard wound,
Yeah, it
Yeah,
right?
is.
My
it
parents
is.
and always wishing because it's how I acknowledge my pain every single time, you know, just that desire for wishing it's different.
Yeah.
However, like being able to see the real path in it and the reason for it. And, it's a long process. And I keep telling myself every time it is getting better and I tread carefully. I'm not there yet. I'm not, you know,
Me neither. I
that's one
can't.
area I need my boundaries. I need
Mm-hmm.
to hold still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We need to get
This,
together and talk, Tasmia.
I was
I know we
actually
can't.
gonna, I was actually gonna message you. I'll message you because this Thursday, Friday, I'm working from home. So far, I think my calendar looks a little better. I'm just gonna double check and message you because I did think of you. Because yeah,
are we meeting
maybe
Thursday
Thursday, Friday.
this week,
Yeah,
right?
we are meeting Thursday
Okay.
this week.
We are?
Okay, good.
Okay, I
No,
did
no,
not
no,
know
I
that's
that.
know,
no,
me and
that's
her.
Oh,
test.
y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Because I was like, I
Yeah.
thought I looked.
And then I'll just reach out to you. I'll text you, see what's good for you, and yeah, Haley, and when we can talk about the work, the books, and stuff.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go. Bye,
Okay.
you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye,
Mwah.
everyone. Ciao,
Lots of love.
Bye.
ciao.
Take care.